before then. My God, I'm gonna miss Global. It's going to feels weird. Yeah, man, signs are still in a row. The arc returning a little bit early, but it was somewhat on schedule. But to them escaping out one character before Iron yesterday was actually probably the final sign that Global was going to shut down. Probably when I was looking into the events, but they could have skipped it. Especially the rush releases of the swimsuit magical girls we got in. Like, between all them, it was like very certain it was actually the writing was on the law right there. And they probably get a whole lot of money from Annie. That's probably one reason why they finally decided to announce it. My God, it's gonna feel really weird without global mail. Either way, at least that's some data I can actually have free up my phone. But the screenshots, oh yeah, I really wish I suddenly highlight all my past events now. Besides the one I still gotta do essentially. Yeah, yeah. Essentially, I can make sense a little bit. Like I kind of thought it made sense a little bit since I looked on JP pacing a little bit. Like the four swimsuits alone was like really possible. Let's see. Let's remove the let's views for now. Like that sun was right there, just a little, because like it was back to back. It kind of made sense in a sense of like they were catching us really quickly since the pacing of that time. Since we're only just starting to get the chapters around when they were released for those swimsuit magical girls, it kind of made sense a little bit. But all of a sudden, Sakako was showing up all of a sudden. That was probably the giveaway at that point. Like, I was just expecting us to do two magic goals maybe per year for swimsuits. And next suddenly they're being a third. Suspicious, but I kind of thought, for a moment, I thought handsome points were actually going to kick in next month. And they were just prepping them up pretty much so it doesn't run the schedule too badly for people. I'm glad I didn't spend money learning that last month or so. Besides the cheap bundle actually for 500 stones per day. Like I only bought the $70 one bundles at best whenever I was reaching 80, and it was actually a girl I actually wanted. Like I right now I probably spent like $1,000 maybe on this game, somewhere in there. And I'm also including the paid gem bundles we actually got that were for 4 stars mostly. I'm just glad pretty much actually I was going to stop cutting myself off on Magia record until Black Friday like last year. Since the bundles during that time were so insane, probably see good deals. I'm just glad that was probably the only time pretty much I actually would have bought the paid bundles at that point. Going forward, if Global wasn't shutting down, and possibly during the 4 stars, because honestly, I can never go wrong with more 4 stars, and I was going to. And my main reason was if Noha Club happened again, I would have enough resources to probably 4 slot my 1 slot Noha to 4 possibly and probably get Fate. I would have probably made Ascension to actually get 2 slotted. My phone 2 slots Ultimate Duggar probably. And probably Ashley as well, but it all depends on my RNG at that point. Like if I got both of them, the 1 slots of the 50 pulls so far based on tickets, maybe. Who knows? Global's trying out anyway, so. There's just not a whole lot going for Global at the point. But I'm pretty sure the main reason it got shut down at this point was people were going left and right, like leaving the game. One reason was because of the rigid pacing between events. It was one reason why I only did events during the final few days so I could actually relax and kick back. Like, I got used to it mostly because of Kingdom Hearts Unicross essentially and Fire Emblem Heroes. Because of the pacing a bit more Unicross the time. When I was first started playing gacha games. Yeah, it's because the pacing actually wasn't so bad, but it was the raid boss events. Like, I started to feel somewhat at similar effects here. Like, Opera Army mostly is like going your own pace. So the pacing this was like you had to pretty much play constantly. Hmm. Overall, it was probably the pacing between events that actually got most people at this point. Like the game started up pretty good. I'm just more surprised they're releasing a Chinese version of the game now. Especially with having this time, especially signing up for exclusive memorial only for their servers at this point. My god. Honestly, I'd rather stick at JP probably. Than the China version of the game. Possibly because yeah. Yeah, that was probably actually the main reason. Oh my god. Oh my god, was this right there for a moment? Like, it was mostly the pacing. Like, even if you had a job, like, at best, I actually had a few job opportunities where I actually played it and just all about most stuff without thinking. And honestly, I never did very hard mode in the first place. Just because I'd rather have a reserve period. I'd rather have a reserve period of time where actually I need to enjoy my magia sense at that point. It wasn't enough to at least get everything I actually needed, but enough where I can actually have spare resources, especially Magical Girl Stories 2 of Magias, and I did do most of them. Like, if I ever did one time, I probably would have auto battled them, probably doing my middle of my string, probably. Like, I'm really looking into make blue stacks, so if or not, I can actually stream them too. Hmm. Honestly, I'm just surprised I only slightly noticed the signs. Honestly, the bullet point everyone should have, I think all of us should have slightly noticed. Four sets of bones in a row, some kind. It made sense because of the pacing of the chapters. Like I said earlier, because so that by the time next year happens, they automatically have the Hanson boards to work with. But honestly, Ryan was wrong a little bit, especially since actually, Holy Mammy and Holy Annie having sim back to back. Actually, that was probably the desperate ploy. Also, now I realize to actually get more funding to keep the game alive. My God, I can't believe I just realized that. Probably like the Black Friday bundles probably being cheap, probably played a price in it to help the game, so I have a little bit more stability. Holy Mammy, Holy, I don't know. Yeah, that might have been one of the attempts, probably, especially during New Year's. Every single holiday you get there was like there were rush all of a sudden. Now I realize it. Holy Madoka made sense during the first year. The Holy Matama was suddenly coming out. That was unexpected. My God, their pacing between those are starting to make more sense now. Hmm. Honestly, I think the game would still be survived for this point if the pacing wasn't so rigid, like I was saying. But that was the main part. It was probably on. It might be on par with the. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, Bond's Grunts. That's pretty much the same thing. Hmm. Let's put the chat box up. The pacing, main reason. The pacing was the most rigid thing ever. It might be on par with Fire. I mean, Fate's Grand Order. Okay, I'm not surprised I messed up with Fire Emblem Heroes for a moment. Yeah, it might be on par with Fate Grand Order, maybe. I honestly haven't tried playing it. Well, I love Fate Stay Night. The pacing, the grind was the most annoying part I've heard, so. Yeah, it might be Arknuts. Arknights, not so grindy, I think. Maybe. I seen playthroughs of it, but not enough to get interested. Thought about joining one point. Hmm. Okay, my thing that's for a moment. What else? I'm trying to remember. Was there anything else Valentine's Day? Let me take a look. Like, the holiday signs were actually retail signs. The game, that's what many now think about it. Hold on, let me take a look. Hmm. Yeah, now that I think about it, yeah, actually. Oh, yeah, there was some. The Kaikyo Fishe banner where you can Kyoko, as well as Madoka Saika, Ami Hana, and Momoko Ren and Sana. You know what? That actually made sense. Like, it might have been Sana's background money. Huh. So I'm people interested in Magic Record at the time. Okay. Yeah. But I don't honestly now I think but the probably most desperate point that game was on the wall. It might have been during the bonus ticket campaign. That was probably the last sign where pretty much where there was a sudden moment of memory. I mean, money they could actually make suddenly. That was probably the cutoff line, probably, if the game was able to shut down or not. Let's see. Mostly for the costumes and everything. Like, I had no reason to, since. And honestly, I just didn't feel like it. I had all the costumes anyway, so. Besides costumes and everything, that was the only thing I was probably gonna buy best. Yeah, bonus ticket campaign. That's probably the only thing now that can probably make up money, probably. Huh. If it wasn't during, it was like every time during holiday, all of a sudden, where we suddenly get a whole bunch of either girls or some events that appear out of nowhere. The Valentine's Day event actually made sense a little bit. But the bonus that came, I mean, like the first one was during December, during Christmas Eve, for people that celebrate it. May all of a sudden. Okay, let me look at May holidays real quick. I wonder what the heck it is. Oh, okay, yeah. There was no holidays branch actually over there. Than wherever US, for example. Canada, maybe? No problem. Honestly, I was gonna actually, this is my second time actually thinking about it, but I actually put more depth probably. Either way, if I actually love the game enough, I'll give it a proper send off.